we're on the road on Sunday morning game. Raiders at Bucks. Bucks 6.5-point favorites with 13.5 against the Chiefs. It's kind of wild. Long week for the Raiders, which is always nice, right? 2 extra days of rest with a Friday game. That helps. But you're traveling to the East Coast, so it kind of evens out maybe a little bit. Bucks are a 6-6, which is good enough for first in the NFC South. So they obviously have a ton to play for. They are in the hunt of winning their division, making it to the playoffs. They have been riddled with injuries, specifically defensively. And, of course, with Mike Evans, he was out for a long time. The offense kind of got their groove a little bit when Mike Evans returned. But they have a whole lot to play for. The Raiders, we've been out of the playoffs. We were technically mathematically eliminated last week. So the whole officially, it's officially official now. The math actually mathed, even though we all knew the situation.
Oh, we knew.
But they got a lot to play for. And we remember what happened last time Baker Mayfield played the Raiders. 2 days of practice, and he was able to lead the Rams to a victory on a Thursday night. I'm very curious to see what Aidan O'Connell and Scott Turner have for their next game together. Very curious there. Can Brock Bowers continue? He's been amazing all season. Can he keep being like a double-digit 140-yard guy when every defensive coordinator knows what you got to do to stop? What are we going to do at running back now? Sincere McCormick looked not bad. He looked probably the best our running backs looked for the Raiders all season last week. Is he going to be there? A lot of eyes on the offense for me on Sunday, Soto.
Yeah, it's going to be a unique test. It's a different test. As for the Bowers thing, that's who he is. He had their best DB on him most of the game. He was cooking McDuffie. That PI where he had that one-handed catch, that was on McDuffie, like their best DB. And he's really good. He's all pro. So yeah, that's who Bowers is. They're going to keep moving him around, and they're going to keep finding ways to get him the ball. And that's just who the guy is. I said it out in the post-game show. One of the things that we learned in that game, few of them, were McCormick needs to be our running back one. He's looked the best out of any running back that we've had this season, running the ball.
He's a second-year player, right?
What's that?
Second-year player?
Technically, he's a rookie because he's been on the practice squad. So technically, he's still a rookie. Yes, 2 years, second year out of college. So Brock Bowers is the best tight end in the league, and he's one of the best pass catchers in the league. Right?
And they have so many injuries to safety and linebacker, like that middle of the field.
Dude, it's also Jacoby Myers is a legit running mate number 2 to Brock Bowers. He's a legit dude that you can have big games and win with when they're triple teaming Brock Bowers. The other things that I said weren't so positive, so we're going to keep it positive right now. As far as this team goes, yeah, they their defense is a little bit different. They don't have a Nick Bolton on their team, but Davis is still there. He's like his 13th year, but he's still playing at a really high level. They're more spread. The talent is more spread across the middle of their line. The middle of their defense and their linebacking core, and they don't have that like Chris Jones type of player.
Yeah.
But they're very good up front. And
JPJ versus Vita Vea is going to be awesome to watch. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. More so in the run game than anything. He's not much of a pass rusher, but it's going to be interesting.
6 sacks, I think. He's got like 6 sacks this season. He's doing pretty good.
Into a lot of those. But he's good. Vita Vea is really good. And it's going to be strength on strength. And a lot of, you've seen it in like wrestling when like two guys are just really bullish strong and they and they collide. It's either a stalemate or one is clearly stronger than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because the guy's just used to beating people with strength, and now he can't. He gets thrown around. So we're going to see what happens.
On the other side of the ball, Baker Mayfield's really found his stroke in Tampa Bay, right? Bounced around for a little bit. And it just goes to show you once again, like organization matters so much. It matters so much. It's like, wow, I can't believe, this guy, Gino is like really succeeding in Seattle. It's like, you can't believe that a well-run organization like Seattle can get the best out of a guy. Like,
dude, the Panthers had Darnold and Mayfield. Those two guys are like two of the top teams in the NFC right now.
Organization matters so much. That's again, like
they couldn't win with
that's
why quarterbacks that are now in the first place right now.
Yeah, that's Carolina for you, right? Like that's
Carolina.
That's Carolina. That's how bad it is. And again, like, not to go back to the old stuff, but like when we draft a quarterback, like we got to get the foundation set, because we could draft the best quarterback ever. But if there's not a good foundation there, if it's not a good environment, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? It takes like a Joe Burrow to drag like an organization like the Bengals. Like if you have a bad organization and you draft a quarterback, he needs to be like the 1% of the 1% of the 1% to like have everyone raise. Otherwise, like you need the support to make the quarterback play well, right?
Okay, let's not play revisionist history here. The Bengals still picked in the top 5 the next season. Okay.
Well, because he got hurt.
Yeah, but they weren't winning many games when he was there. He was playing well. It was like this season. He was playing well, but they weren't winning a lot of games.
Yeah, he got hurt, and then when he was healthy, he like bad O-line, not a great defense, and he dragged them, with 3 number 1 wide receivers too. In fairness, that receiving core that Super Bowl year that's when we had everyone hurt, and we were just like, fuck, can you just give us one of your receivers? Just like one.
So insane.
That's so many. Anyway, Baker Mayfield's firing this season. He's like, and with all the injuries to Tampa Bay, he's kind of Joe Burrow light, where he's just kind of single-handedly trying to like drag this team, this offense into success with so many injuries. And he's one of those guys that the Raiders often struggle with. Off script, rugged, not technically a running quarterback, but definitely can when he needs to. Super tough. Like he'll pick
up a couple.
Yeah.
Few first downs with his feet a game.
Yeah, like if it's 3rd and 7 and you let him, he'll get 9, like one of those guys. And again, with all of our, DB injuries, like who's going to cover Mike Evans now that he's back?
Nobody can cover Mike Evans, dude.
You know what I mean?
We just got to wish for a bad pass. Seriously, even in the red zone, you got to put 3 guys on him because they're going to go to him.
Yeah.
Or Otten. Tight end.
He's one of the most underrated receivers of the last.
I don't understand that either, dude. It's every single season the guy balls out.
1,000 yards every season. No, like even with injury, whoever the quarterback is,
the ball, like it's freaking crazy.
He just keeps getting it, dude. I think it's because he looks like a tight end. People don't think that. He looks too tight endish.
I don't know. This dude, he's amazing. He's an amazing player.
Yeah. What is 10th year? 9th year?
10th year.
10th year. What else to look out for in this game?
I want to see Carlson bounce back, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see him bounce back because look, Carlson's it's not like this has been, this last week was the first time he's geeked some kicks. Like he's missed plenty of kicks this season. Mm-hmm. And last season he missed a lot of kicks. So it wasn't like he was freaking, the prime Justin Tucker, not the Justin Tucker right now. Or mm-hmm. But we'll see, man. Because if he doesn't, might be time to move on, man. Because that cliff comes pretty quick in the NFL, and if he's consistently doing what he's doing, at least we got to bring in a viable number 2 option to see and to have him battle it out with next season, because he's getting paid a lot of money to miss all those kicks.
He's the 3rd highest paid kicker. Is that
now he is? Yeah,
3rd, right? Yeah.
Hey, you made it to the end of our video. Great job. I know you want more. Go ahead and click the next video. And if you're feeling crazy, go ahead and subscribe.